Be good. All right, we are ready to go into game number 2, it seems like, here. And we're going to be on Vanny Research Station between these two players. As we do have, spawning down to the bottom in the red, it is Maru. Currently 1 game down in this best of 5. A little bit unexpectedly from my side of things, but they are so evenly matched. Up to the top, we have our blue Protoss. It is Stats. Bringing out a fantastic game number 1 there.
Yeah. And with how good Stats was defensively in the first map, you have to wonder how well is he going to be able to do on Vanny, a map where it's also like, I would say not the hardest, I think, to defend. Even though that natural base feels like it's very droppable, and that third base, it's very liberable.
Liberable.
That mineral line, man. It's
so the opposite of America. Anyway. Okay, so let's see how these builds are going to unfold for now. As I almost said patience then. It almost got me. I was like, no, that's definitely wrong. Maru here, just grabbing himself his gas as well as his barracks. Just going to head on over there. It's not a bad map for Reapers, but Reapers don't really make that much of a plethora of builds going into this matchup, really.
Yeah, I mean, especially with what happened last game, I don't think you have to go for something like Reaper. Like,
yeah,
it feels like Maru wants to be able to scout and check out what's happening, because that's when he plays better, when he knows exactly what's up from the opponent. And like I said, Stats can mix in a lot of different builds. He's one of those top Protosses that has so many builds in his book of Protoss builds.
And admittedly, for a Terran here on this map, it's much easier for that Reaper to get in, because there is so much room to jump in that you can't just cover it with 1 pylon for that overcharge like you can on Overgrowth. So it's definitely a nice choice here, but Stats.
Cheeky.
He's channeling his inner Has for this game.
This is way too late. Has would have the gold base, and this would be right outside the natural of the wall of Maru.
I mean, it's almost a curse word now to bring up Maru versus Has on this map. So
Stargates, like with the positioning, I was thinking maybe Robo, but no. Like, I don't think there are too many Robo all-ins that you can do against Terran like this.
So just get himself an Oracle out. What do you think? Is
that
the way?
It's actually like this feels like a very unlikely location for Terran to scout in, but.
Right.
Maru's scouting in the past I've seen was so clean.
Yeah.
Like, he checked the entire map, he saw no second pylon. I fully expect Maru to clear out the entire map, but he's first gonna check the obvious spots, like around that gold base, just because usually you'd kind of want to get it there as Protoss, because that's so close to the Terran player. Not only it's proxied on the map, but it's basically right outside his base. Like, Oracle will fly in there so early, a lot of Terrans will not be ready on time.
I think the rule is like close by air, but far by ground to a certain degree, so that it's a good opportunity for him to get some damage done.
Yeah, like I expected, Maru is gonna find this not super early, but early enough that he can know, like you can't really like snipe the pylon and completely defend this. Like, obviously the Oracle will almost always come out. He's not even gonna try and attack that pylon, but you can time the Oracle perfectly thanks to that scouting here.
In the previous game, he did have a Widowmine quite quickly to be on lockdown, but is there an opportunity here for him to say, okay, you're going Oracle, maybe I get a Cyclone this time for that defense, and then try and push it back?
Well, the thing is, Stats, actually, he got an SCV there.
Oh, nice.
That was weird. Stats is not going to fly in there and be like, YOLO, let's try and kill something.
Right.
No. He's going to fly around the base of Maru, supposedly, not lose his Oracle, keep it alive, and go for a quick third base. I think a lot of the time. And he actually...
Void Ray.
He makes extra gates and a Void Ray.
Ooh. Is this going to be a really old school bust?
Now he's channeling the inner Has.
Yeah. Is this
now you can say.
If this was an old school bust, just to get those Void Rays at the front, fire, because they're a little bit quicker now. Micro them against some Marines away from some gateway units to help out.
You know what, Stats is counting on Maru to overreact and make a lot of turrets. I mean, 1 per mineral line, that would be 2. In which case, like, he's spending minerals on something that won't help him at his wall against Void Rays and Adepts busting in there. And usually, like, what you do is you make a lot of Adepts, or even, it depends if you want to go Adepts or Stalkers. Like, it's different ways to play with this. I wonder if Maru is able to sense that coming or not.
I'm super excited to see if this is going to actually work, because this used to be one of my favorite things to do when I was playing Protoss.
Against a Terran who has 2 walls on the map like this, it's gonna be very easy to bust the wall down. 3 more gates. Okay, I think it might be Adepts. So you kill the depot and then you shade the Adepts in.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go Stalkers, then you just kill the depot all alike, and then you shoot at the barracks from down there. You force it back. Actually, you don't want to lose that Oracle stats if you can keep it alive. And I think you usually also, like, you'd wait for like 3 Void Rays. There are multiple ways to do this. Like, once upon a time, it used to be Void Race, Sentries, and Zealots. Keep in mind, Maru has Medivacs very early on in this game here.
He hasn't made a gateway towards the front, right? So his weapons are going to be quite slow if he wants to reinforce.
But he's still on so many gateways that he's going to get them... oh, he loses the Oracle. Nice pick off here by Maru.
Still doesn't know that this attack is coming at the moment. He sees the pylon at the front, and I mean that pylon is a pretty good indicator that maybe something aggressive is coming.
Oh, it's a massive steal. And Stats it's so funny because he was kind of playing to the image of that build. Like you see an Oracle and a Proxy Stargate, you think there's going to be a quick third, but no, he actually wants to boss you. And he was also hoping, I think, that Maru would have gone for a quick third command center, in which case he would have had less units than now.
Going to try to take this fight as quickly as possible, picks up, get us out of there, knowing that it will be on lockdown with those force fields, but 2 Vikings are in production. If they can get out here, they can potentially shut down a lot of the Void Rave air dominance here that we're seeing.
This is going to supply block him though. This is a big deal here. Maru needs to stall a lot of depot right now. The barracks is going to go down in hit points super fast. He's going to try and repair the last second. Those Widow Mines obviously going to give him a good shot at buying a little bit of time, but once that Oracle is out, it's going to go there, reveal everything, and he's going to snipe them.
Exactly, that's why that Oracle dying off early was such an important thing here. Trying to maybe back off there for a moment. Drop down that Revelation. Ooh,
and I feel like Stats is probably not even going to transition. Like, you can hardly transition out of this. Like, if you start taking a third now, then you're exposed to Medivac drops happening all over the place. Maru is being so... I love this. Look at his turrets. Perfect placements. Medivacs and turrets on top of it. Like, for Stats to engage into this is an absolute nightmare. He's actually making the most of it and sniping a Widowmine here somehow.
Shades forwards, maybe have a look around where this is. Actually throws up the Guardian Shield and goes up the ramp as well here. He's trying to bust this down. The missile turret's already ended up going down as the Vikings are still doing good damage here to these Void Rays. And the Guardian Shield has gone now, so they're not soaking up that much damage from the Marines. Adepts at the front killing off a lot of Marines. How many Marines are left, actually? There's only 5 Marines left here, Todd.
Yeah, Maru lost so much, but if he's able to hold there somehow, even if he loses a lot of SCVs, he might be able to survive and live on in this game. But this is killing so much, and remember, Stats gonna reinforce 7 units by 7 with all these gateways.
7 Adepts came in just at the right time here. The Widowmine actually pops underneath them, but I don't know if it's enough here. 24 SCVs have gone down, 25. The bunker never finished at the front here as well by the looks of things. And with that actually being down here, he's just gonna kill off so much. There's only 16 SCVs left, Todd, against 40 behind us for Stats.
Yeah, I think Stats has done it. Maru, I think he might have thought that Stats maybe will transition or attack later. He thought that he was safe enough. He kind of misread the army. And G Fuel.